get out and check out these fire trucks. I don't know what this is, but so the mine is allegedly maybe 50 yards. Black-Eyed Mary's Saloon, baby. Today, we're in beautiful Silverado, California. We're gonna get some food, check out some mines, see the highest peak in Orange County, and do some exploring. You ready, Pete? Let's get it.
The Silverado Cafe sits right at the entrance to the canyon, and it's become one of those places that's impossible to drive past without stopping. Inside, it's got that classic older mountain cabin restaurant feel. Wood, warmth, nothing trying too hard. The kind of place that's been exactly what it is for a long time and has zero interest in changing. The menu covers more ground than you'd expect for a spot this remote. Classic American diner staples alongside Mexican food that's genuinely worth making the drive for on its own. It's a local institution for the roughly 900 people who call Silverado Canyon home year-round. Also, a reliable pit stop for hikers, off-roaders, and anyone who discovers the canyon and wants to stay a little bit longer. The regulars treat it like a living room. First-timers figure out pretty quickly why.
Good news, found the first mine. Bad news, it's up there. That wasn't the main mine that we're looking for though, but we just thought we'd stop and check it out. But let's head off to the main one, which is a little bit safer. It is high rattlesnake season. That is rocky, mountainous terrain. We're gonna play it safe for now and find the main one that we're looking for, which is Blue Light Mine. Check it out. The Silverado Fire Station. Shout out all the firefighters.
Silverado Canyon sits tucked into the Santa Ana Mountains in Orange County, about 20 miles inland from the coast. It's one of those places that feels like it exists in a completely different world from the suburbs surrounding it. The canyon has a population of roughly 900 people who live here year-round. No stoplights, no chain restaurants, minimal cell service in most of it, just canyon road, creek, trees, and community. But Silverado wasn't always this quiet. In 1878, silver was discovered here, and almost overnight a full-on mining boomtown erupted in these hills. Thousands of people flooded in chasing fortune. Hotels, saloons, a post office, all of it carved out of this canyon. The silver ran out.
Check out that cool car.
The crowds left, and what remained became one of the most unique and overlooked communities in all of Southern California.
Black-Eyed Mary's Saloon, baby. How awesome. Right behind us is a little stream. I'm not going anywhere in brush today. Neat little old saloon. We got the tires aired down. we met Brandon and Kyle, two dudes getting off the trail, who gave us a little bit of insight to where there might be some more hidden mines at. Gonna try and scope it out, check it out, see what we can find. But let's hit the trail. I think we found the approximate location of Blue Light Mine. Good news, found it. Bad news, it's up there. Let's see what we can do. Future me just jumping in here real quick to let you know that what you're about to see is incredibly irresponsible, stupid, and just flat out poor decision making on my part. Now, rattlesnake season in Southern California typically runs from March until October, and we've had a really warm spring this year. There have been 8 bites and 3 deaths as of the filming of this. Luckily, I was not the 4th or 9th biting death, but I do have these sick new walkie sticks. So respect nature, nature respect you. Thank you for giving me a gentle, but not life-threatening reminder of that. Check it out. And we're off. I think we're this way. Goodness. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of scary. I wonder if this is an old mine, or at least a prospecting area. Looks like it goes pretty deep in there, but I'm not sticking any hands or cameras down there. Alright, well that route was a little too treacherous for Pippo. We reached a near vertical cliff we had to climb, and she's 10 years old and she's tired. She don't want to climb that cliff. I can put her in the car and try one more route real quick. See if I can get up there. Shout out the miners, because this is hell. Bruh. I am on the side of a mountain. I am exhausted. And this is tough terrain. I should be super close to the mine, but I feel like I'm at an impasse right now. And I'm on a near vertical mountain. So, let's see what we could do. So the mine is allegedly maybe 50 yards that way. And as you can see, it's a little tough to get to. So, it might be a bust, but still an adventure, that's for sure. It has been a little bit of time now. As you can see, we are not in the brush anymore. I made a horrible mistake by going out there. I came within 6 inches of a fat rattlesnake, who let me know very politely that I was too close to his space. So I got out of his space by diving off the mountain and scraping up my knee and rolling my ankle a little bit, but not bit. I had 2 scrapes that were consistent with puncture wounds, so I had to get that checked out. Ran into a gentleman named Bill who helped me out a little bit. Huge shout out to him. Ran down into town, got cleaned up a little bit, made sure that I wasn't actually bit. Thank God that I wasn't. But I think the mine exploration is going to be put on hold temporarily. No more looking for mines. We're going to go check out Santiago Peak and continue with our journey. But lessons were learned. Know your place in nature. I think my only casualty was my mic. This is my second backup mic, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, I'll take a lost mic over a rattlesnake bite any day. Which is kind of funny because a few hours ago, we got her first vaccine for rattlesnake bites. They don't make human vaccines. I cannot get bit by a rattlesnake. I am right at the entrance of the trailhead, and right in there is where I almost got bit by a rattlesnake. Not good.
Silver was first discovered here in 1878, and within months, Silverado went from untouched wilderness to a full-on boomtown. Thousands of miners flooded these hills, chasing fortune, and almost overnight, the canyons had hotels, saloons, a post office, and a booming population. At its peak, Silverado was pulling in silver, lead, zinc, and gold out of these mountains. But like most boom towns, it didn't last. The silver ran dry, the crowds disappeared, and the canyon slowly returned to the quiet you see today. My mic cut out, but I wanted to say, we found a mine, just not the mine that we were necessarily looking for. But at least we found something, not a total failure. Success!
It's a little bit late, but after some rattlesnake delays, we've made it to our lunch spot. Let's eat some food. A little bit late, but here it is, baby. Nice breakfast burrito. A little bit past breakfast, but it's alright. I want to point out their salsa is amazing. Alright, let's get some grub. That was an outstanding burrito. But our next journey is going to be to Santiago Peak. Let's roll. Here you can see the aftermath of the fires from a few years ago, but an absolutely stunning view. All throughout these mountains are mines, history, people, struggle, animals, all the above. Over there is Santiago Peak, which is going to be the highest point in Orange County, which we're going to make our way up to in a sec. On this side, just more raw beauty. Hard to beat it. An Orange County gem. Gonna make our way to the back real quick. Get a view spot check the other side. Side note, I have my glasses. They're in my car. But I was so scared poopless from the rattlesnake. They haven't been on since. I don't know what happened. But they're definitely still there. But we do get a 360 viewpoint. I guess it'd be like a 240. That's why it's 240. Make our way back. What's that? Little Rocky Mountains. I might have sprained my ankle, but I'll take that over a rattlesnake bite any day. Any day. Thought I found something cool, but I think it's just a rock. A cool looking rock nevertheless. Good. Looks like rattlesnakes are in there. No, thank you. And we're coming up on Santiago Peak. we have made it to the highest peak in Orange County, California. Here we are, baby. USA, USA, USA. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it, but rest in peace, Tyler Fabazi. Nothing but beauty. We didn't really find any mines, but still had a good time. And I did not get bit by a rattlesnake, so that's a plus. Came up to a sketchy point right at the peak, which I was not anticipating, but shout out this dude I met named Perry, who gave me the motivation that I needed and the insurance, knowing that he has a big Dodge Ram and recovery straps, just in case. But shout out Perry, man. What a good trip. I'm alive. Had some adventures for sure. Had some fun, baby. Let's get off this mountain.